friends, welcome back to Marquee Soaps. Today we are making two different types of bath truffles. We are doing raspberry lemonade, which is a new one, and then bombshell, which is a restock. I am doing 30 videos in 30 days for my YouTube channel. So a lot of people have asked like what all you do when you are a soap maker. And it's not just making soap. There's so many other things that we do as well. So for the next 30 days, I'm just doing I'm just recording whatever it is that I'm doing that day. So I do have my about half of my videos already planned out of what I'm going to be doing. Today is bath truffles. Tomorrow my plan was to make shampoo bars for my March release, so because they do need to sit and harden up for a couple weeks before they're available for sale. So I will show you how to do that, and every day we're doing something new. So right now I'm just mixing out 12.5 ounces of baking soda in each of these containers, and I'm going to show you two different ways to make bath truffles. One of them is with a stand mixer, and the other one is by hand. So we did our 12.5 ounces of baking soda, and now we are going to do 3.5 ounces of citric acid. The baking soda I purchased from Walmart. My citric acid, I get it in this big 8-pound bucket from Amazon. The next ingredient is 2 ounces of cream of tartar, which I also purchased from Amazon. So we're done with our sifter, because the last ingredient that we're going to add right now is the SLSA, and that is 7 ounces. And I get that in 10-pound bags from Nature's Garden. And this is very expensive. I can't seem to, I think this 10 pounds was like with shipping, I want to say like $120 or $140. So I'm always looking for suppliers that have it, cheaper. I did used to buy it on Amazon, but I feel like, well, they were out of stock the last time. And I feel like it was cheaper through Nature's Garden. So in my other bucket here, I have 2.2 ounces of cocoa butter and 3 ounces of shea butter. I'm going to melt this down, and then I'm going to mix in my butters into my dry ingredient mixture here. But let's go ahead and get everything else mixed, poured out. That way I can clean up my counter and we don't have so many distractions of what we're supposed to be looking at. So let me just fast forward this part here, and once I have everything measured out and have my butters melted down, I will speed it back down to normal speed, and we will show you how to make these truffles. Alright, so I have everything measured out. I went ahead and I melted one of my cocoa and shea butter buckets. So we are going to, some people just do a little bit at a time, like they just add a little bit of the wet mixture and then they mix it and a little bit more. I don't do that. I just add everything in at once, and then we mix it together. That's just my personal preference. I mean, you can do it whichever way you prefer. So the SLSA is sitting right on top. So we want to be gentle at first. We don't want to stir that up or else we'll start coughing. So in our little glass container on the left, we have some Aloe Extract, Polysorbate 80. So that's what keeps all the oils and butters incorporated in your water instead of floating to the top when you take a bath. It just keeps everything mixed in. It also helps so that way the mica doesn't stick to the side of your bathtubs or the oils to the bottom of your bathtub, so it's not slippery when you go to get out of the bath. We have glycerin, we have our fragrance, and then the color I used is called Fantasia by Nurture Soap. This is the Bombshell, and it is all one color. So once I feel like everything is pretty incorporated, I will add in our other additives. So let's get this mica stirred in first. So this batch of bath truffles is all one color. It's all the solid purple. Our next batch is the raspberry lemonade will be 2 colors. So it'll be a little different process for that one. So it's nice to be able to add in your mica to your oils. That way, you know, it's already kind of incorporated. You don't have to worry about getting all the little mica spots out of your dough, out of your mixture here. But if you're doing 2 different colors, you can't do that. So like I said, we're doing it 2 different ways. But if you can get away with just doing one solid color, that is the easiest way to do it. All right, so this looks pretty good. I don't see any more white. I don't see any clumps. Oh, there's a little white there. So now we're going to start scooping. So what we do, because this is all one color, we can scoop it right out of the bowl. We have our ice cream scoop. This is a stainless steel. I got it on Amazon. I will link it at the bottom. It came in a 3-pack. So you get 3 different sizes. This is the largest size. And you just stuff it full. Flatten it out. Put it over your parchment paper and then release. And then you see what just happened. So the bottom portion of it fell off, so we're gonna redo it. So what I found that I do, and I try not to do it, as I'm pushing this mixture in, sometimes I will accidentally squeeze the handle, and we don't want to do that. So just be aware not to squeeze the handle. And there we go. I actually think that my mixture needs to be microwaved for a minute. So I'm gonna go pop this in the microwave for 20 seconds, give it another mix. I think it cooled down too fast. I don't think my butters were heated enough. So I'll be right back. Give it another little mix. It's nice and warm. There we go. That one turned out really good. So I got the inspiration to do 30 videos in 30 days. Last night I was on YouTube, and you know, I have like, I don't know, a dozen or so soap makers that I like to watch. Some of them are really popular, other ones aren't well known. I mean, I like watching everyone make soap. So I came across a channel called Soap and Clay, and she started her YouTube channel like right when everyone thing like went into lockdown in the United States. I would assume back in March or April. And she decided to do 365 soaps in 365 days. And that's a lot of soap. I don't think that I could come up with enough ideas to do a different soap every day of the year, nor would I have the storage space to do that. But last like July or August, I wanted to do a 30 videos in 30 days. But I never did it because it just seemed like it was a lot of work. You know, it's a lot of dedication to film and to upload and have enough content for 30 days worth of videos. But, like, you know, when I was watching her videos, I'm like, well, I'm not prepared to do a year of videoing every day. I can definitely do 30 days. I have enough content to do 30 days worth of videos. So I thought, why not? Let's just try it and see how it goes. And, you know, just kind of share everything that gets done here. So we're almost done. I can usually get in a half a batch. I think there's like 15 to 17 truffles I can usually get. I haven't counted. We have 15 right now. Looks like we'll get 16. So these ones are done. I'm gonna clean up just a little bit. I'm just putting this leftover back in the bowl and then it'll go in the garbage. If I only have, I mean, unless I have like a big chunk fall on the table, I normally don't, you know, remold that. I mean, my table is clean. Everything is sanitized with rubbing alcohol before I work again, but still. So I'm going to take these gloves off so I can use my hands. And where is our other mixture? Here's our next mixture. We will do this in our stand mixer. So I'm going to melt this portion of our butters, get my stand mixer ready, and then I'll bring it back when it's time to mix them together. So before we start on our other batch, I forgot that we add glitter to these ones. So I'm just sprinkling it with some Sparkle Sunshine by Mad Micas. And there's the microwave telling us that our butters are done. All right, now those ones are good and finished. So our butters are all melted down. Squeeze that in there. I'm going to add this into my powder mix. Actually, let me mix that up first. And we are going to very, very gently get this mixed up and incorporated. This is going to be two different colors. So I'm going to remove half of the batter from in here. And I'm just going to put it in that bowl that we use for our butters. And we're going to set this aside for a moment. I am just wiping down the inside of the bowl to make sure everything gets incorporated in. Sorry about the noise. And in this bucket, we are going to add some lemon drop mica. This is safe for bath bombs, and if it's safe for bath bombs, it's safe for bath truffles, because they're not the same thing, but they kind of do the same. So you want to make sure that your colorants are safe for bath bombs. This is done. This portion of the batch is going to be Hollywood Pink. This is also approved for bath bombs. So I'm going to get my stick blender moved out of the way and then show you what I have going on over to the side that you can't see. Okay, so I have my yellow here in a pile, and then we have our pink that we're just going to give a quick mix. And what I kind of like to do is to kind of layer it, to have like a layer of yellow and a layer of pink. So we'll start here and just press down. And again, we kind of want to work fast, because if this one starts to like crumble up on us, we can't really microwave it because we have different colors. Okay, so we have our spoon, and we're just going to grab some from the table, push it in. Isn't it cute? These multicolored ones are so stinking pretty. So I never realized that I have carpal tunnel in my wrist until I start doing things like this, where like with our first batch, we were hand mixing it, and oh my goodness, if you do, say 100 of them, 100 of these, your wrist will hurt for like 3 days afterwards. But if you use a stand mixer like we did for this batch, it doesn't really bother my wrist. These are so pretty. So we have 5, 10, 15. This means we got 17. So this is what we've made today. So this together, this is usually how much I make of one scent, but because these are just remakes and I only had a little bit of the raspberry lemonade fragrance left, it was the perfect amount for half a batch. So I figured I'd just do half a batch of the bombshell ones as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. So I said we were done, but I lied. I just want to show you the dishes. So if you are interested in making body products, dishes, there are so many. So we made 30 items, and we have, we have a ton of dishes. And I do have to use my kitchen sink. I don't have a separate soap making sink. So I wipe everything down. There are no dishes. There's over in the corner there is like our soap sponge and hand soaps. There are no dishes around for food, so everything is separate. there are a lot of dishes to be washed. So if you don't like doing dishes, these products may not be something you are interested in making. But I just wanted to show you that real quick because that's a lot of times, you know, you don't see like the behind the scenes. Like we have a sink full of dishes right now for the 20 minutes it took us to make these products. So, all right guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.